Hey, sweetheart. Open your eyes for me. There you are. Easy. You're in bed. The window is still beside us. The lamp is still on. And I'm right here with you. Your breathing went all sharp for a second. I heard you trying to pull in air like you'd been running. And then your hand grabbed the blanket so tightly I thought you might tear it in half. No, you didn't wake me in some terrible way. I was already half awake. I noticed before you even said anything. Look at me, just for a moment. That's it. Follow my eyes, not whatever is still moving around in your head. Can I put my hand on your forehead? Thank you. You're warm, but you're here. Real pillow under your head, real blanket over your chest, and my hand right here. I know, it felt real. You don't have to explain it yet. Sometimes the body wakes up before the mind has figured out that the danger ended. So we'll let your body learn it first. Take one breath with me. Nothing heroic. Just enough air to fill your chest. And let it go slowly. Again. Good. Let your shoulders drop this time. There, that was better. You're still holding the blanket like it owes you money, though. You can loosen your fingers. I promise it isn't escaping. Was it one of those dreams where you couldn't move? Or one where you kept trying to get somewhere and never could? I see. That explains the way you woke up looking over your shoulder. You don't need to turn around again. There is nothing behind you except the headboard and one very unimpressive pillow. I checked. The pillow looks suspicious, but I think that's just its face. You almost smiled. I saw it. That's good. It means you're coming back to me. You can keep holding my sleeve if you want. I'm not going anywhere. Actually, come a little closer. There. Let me pull the blanket up around you. Your feet are cold. How did you manage that while the rest of you is burning up? Listen to my voice on this side. Nothing is chasing you here. And over here, no doors are locked. No one is waiting for you to fail. No one can reach you through a dream. You're safe enough to be tired again. You're safe enough to let me take over for a while. Do you want to tell me what happened? Or would you rather I just hold you until the worst of it fades? Then that's what we'll do. No pressure, no interrogation, and no pretending you're fine because you think that would make things easier for me. It wouldn't. I'd rather have my real boyfriend, even when he's shaking a little. Come here, sweetheart. Let your head settle against me. That's it. You found me. And yes, you're doing very well. Such a good boy for letting me help instead of fighting me for 10 straight minutes. We'll count that as progress. Stay right there. I'm going to keep my hand in your hair, and we'll take this one piece at a time. Your breathing is slower now. I can feel it where your cheek is resting against me. Still uneven, but no longer trying to outrun something. I'm going to trace little circles near your temple. Tell me if you want more pressure. A little more? All right. Like this. There's a trick I use when a dream refuses to let go. We name 5 things that belong to this room, and we make the room louder than the memory. You don't have to speak much. A nod is enough. The lamp. The curtain moving near the window. The little moon charm in my hair tapping against the headboard. The blanket under your hand. And me. Especially me. Can you feel my thumb moving over your hairline? Good. Can you hear the lamp humming a little? And can you feel how the mattress dips where I'm leaning toward you? There you go. You're back in the room now. Maybe not all the way, but enough that the dream has to compete with something real. You said someone was calling your name in it. Was it a voice you recognized? No, that can be worse sometimes. A voice with no face gives your mind too much space to invent one, and you kept following it because you thought someone needed you. Of course you did. That is painfully like you. Even asleep, you hear one distress sound and immediately decide the entire emergency is your responsibility. Did you ever reach them? You woke up just before you did. No wonder your chest still feels unfinished, like there was something you were supposed to solve. But sweetheart, dreams are very rude that way. They hand you a problem with no answer and then act offended when you can't fix it. You are allowed to leave that problem inside the dream. You don't owe an ending to a place that never existed. I know part of you is still listening for the voice, so listen to mine instead. I'm asking you to stay here with me. Can you do that? Yes. That's my good boy. You don't have to chase every frightened thing tonight. Let mommy take care of the one right in front of her. Your hand just tightened around my sleeve again. It's okay. Keep it there. I like knowing exactly where you are. Do you want to tell me what the hallway looked like? Dark. But not completely dark. Lights turning off behind you, one by one. I understand why your body decided that was real enough to panic over. You were trying to be brave in the dream too, weren't you? I thought so. You always make that little face when you've been scared and then feel embarrassed about it. Your eyebrows pull together, your jaw goes stiff, and suddenly you're very interested in staring at the blanket instead of me. Eyes back here, sweetheart. There is nothing embarrassing about waking up frightened. Your body protected you from something it believed was dangerous. It simply received bad information. We're correcting it now. You're safe. You're held, and you're allowed to need this. I'm proud of you for telling me. That took more courage than pretending nothing happened. Come closer again. I want your head properly supported before you wake up tomorrow wondering why your neck has declared war on you. There. Much better. Stay with my hand in your hair. The dream is already getting farther away. You know, I don't think the dream frightened you only because of the dark hallway. There was something underneath it. The part where someone needed you, and every door kept closing before you could reach them. Did it feel like you were failing them? That's what I heard in your voice. You've been carrying that feeling while you're awake too, haven't you? You don't need to give me the polished answer. I know the polished answer. It says you're handling everything. Everyone has problems, and yours aren't serious enough to mention. Very efficient. Completely unconvincing. Tell me the honest version. Oh, sweetheart. Come here. No, closer than that. You've been afraid that if you slow down, people will realize you can't keep doing everything for them. And then they'll be disappointed. Or leave. I'm glad you said it out loud. I know it probably felt ugly the second it left your mouth. It wasn't. It sounded tired. You have this habit of measuring your worth by how useful you can be while exhausted. You keep giving until your hands are empty, then apologize because you think someone might have wanted more. That isn't kindness anymore, sweetheart. That's fear wearing a very respectable coat. Can I tell you what I see instead? I see someone who notices when other people go quiet. Someone who remembers small details and pretends it was accidental. Someone who tries very hard, even on days when he feels like he has almost nothing left. And I see someone who deserves care before he earns it. Especially from me. You don't have to be useful while you're lying here. You don't need the correct words. You don't need to make this moment easy or attractive or convenient. You can simply be tired. Your eyes are getting shiny again. That's all right. You can look away for a second if you need to, but I'm still going to keep my hand here. Are you worried I'll think less of you? I won't. I might think you're stubborn. I already knew that. I might think you should have told me sooner. Also not new information. But less of you? Never. You being vulnerable with me does not make you smaller. It makes you reachable. And I want to be able to reach you. Put your hand over mine. There. Feel how still I am. You don't have to stabilize the room. I can be the steady one tonight. Tell me one thing you've been trying not to think about before sleep. Thank you for trusting me with that. I'm not going to solve your whole life at 2 a.m. That would be ambitious, even for mommy. but I can make sure you don't face it alone. Tomorrow, we can look at the real problem in daylight, one piece at a time. Tonight, your only job is to let your body come down from the alarm. And you're doing it. Your jaw has relaxed. Your fingers aren't digging into my sleeve anymore. You're listening instead of scanning the room. That's my good boy. Not because you stayed strong, because you finally let yourself be cared for. Stay here against me. I'm going to smooth your hair back, and we'll let the rest of that fear drain out slowly. You're still trying to listen for trouble. I can feel it in the way your eyes move every time the curtain shifts. So, I'm going to give you something else to listen for. My voice. My hand in your hair. The little sound the blanket makes when I pull it closer around you. Everything important is inside this bed right now. The rest can wait outside until morning. On this side, I want you to hear me say that you are not responsible for every bad thing that might happen. And on this side, I want you to hear that resting is not the same as abandoning anyone. You're allowed to close your eyes while the world continues without your supervision. I promise it has survived several nights already. It can manage one more. There's that almost smile again. You're very cute when you're trying not to give me the satisfaction. No, I won't make a big deal out of it. I'll simply remember forever that Mommy defeated a nightmare with one blanket, 2 hands, and a mildly insulting observation about your need to supervise the universe. Come closer. Let me hold the back of your head. There. You can stop keeping yourself upright. I have you. Do you believe me when I say that? Only a little? That's honest. We can work with a little. Then borrow my certainty until yours comes back. I know where you are. I know what happened. And I know the difference between you being in danger and you being frightened. Right now, you're frightened. That feeling matters, but it doesn't get to decide what is true. What is true is that you woke up beside someone who loves you. What is true is that I heard you. I reached for you. And I'm still here. You never have to earn this version of me. The patient one. The protective one. The one who keeps rubbing slow circles over your scalp until your thoughts stop tripping over each other. You get her because you're mine to care for. And because I want to. Your breathing changed when I said that. Was that the part you needed? Then I'll say it again. You are mine to care for tonight. You can be soft with me. You can be shaken, sleepy, embarrassed, needy, quiet. Whatever is true. I'm not going to withdraw my hand because you stopped performing strength for a minute. My good boy does not have to prove himself while he's in my arms. There it is. That little exhale. You've been holding it for longer than this nightmare. Let another one go another. Good. Your whole body just settled a little deeper into the mattress. That's what I wanted. Can I kiss your forehead? There. One for the part of you that woke up scared, and one for the part that tried to hide it from me. You don't have to talk anymore unless you want to. I think we've reached the point where words should start getting simpler. Warm blanket, slow hand, quiet room, mommy here. And you, safe enough to sleep. Your eyes keep closing between my sentences now. That's a good sign. You don't have to force them open just to prove you're listening. I know you are. I'm going to keep talking more slowly. You can let the words blur at the edges. You don't need to remember any of this in the morning. Only the feeling that someone stayed. Let your forehead smooth out under my hand. Let your tongue rest. Let your shoulders become heavy. And let the mattress take the weight you've been carrying around all day. I'll count a few breaths with you. Not all the way to 10. That sounds suspiciously like work. We'll do 4, and then you're allowed to drift. 1. Breathe in gently and out. 2. Feel my fingers move through your hair. Nothing to follow, nothing to solve. 3. The room is quiet. The door is closed. You are warm. 4. Mommy is still here. If your mind needs somewhere gentle to go, I'll give it a new picture. Imagine the hallway from the dream again. Only this time, the lights stay on. The doors aren't slamming shut. They're open just enough for warm light to spill across the floor. And the voice calling you isn't far away anymore. It's mine, coming from the end of the hall. I'm not asking you to hurry. I'm sitting there with the blanket around my shoulders, looking a little sleepy and very certain that you'll find me. Every step makes the hallway shorter. Every breath brings the room around you back into focus. And when you reach me, there's nothing you need to explain. I simply lift the blanket and make space beside me. You sit down. I tuck you close. The hallway fades behind us because it has nothing left to ask from you. That can be the ending your dream forgot to give you. You can sleep now, sweetheart. I'll keep watch for a while. You don't need to ask how long. Long enough. If another piece of the dream tries to come back, it has to pass through this room first. Past the lamp. Past the blanket. Past my hand. Past me. It won't make it very far. You're almost asleep. Your grip on my sleeve is barely there now. I'm going to leave it under your hand anyway, so when you wake up for a second, you won't have to search for me. That's better. Do you want one more good boy before you drift off? I knew you did. You are such a good boy for coming back to me, for telling the truth, for letting your body rest, and for trusting me to stay when you weren't feeling brave. That matters to me. You matter to me. Tomorrow, you may wake up and decide the whole thing was silly. I'll disagree, but I won't tease you too much. Maybe a responsible amount. Tonight, though, there's nothing silly about it. You were scared. You reached for me, and I held you. That is all this moment needs to be. Your breathing is deep now, nice and slow. I can feel each exhale warming the fabric near my wrist. I'm going to smooth your hair back one last time, across your forehead, behind your ear, and down to the place where your neck finally stopped holding all that tension. There. No more hallways. No more voices calling you away. Only this bed, this room, my hand, my voice, and my sleepy good boy finally letting himself rest. Good night, sweetheart. You're safe. You're loved. Mommy's here.